I don't think this has been in my spirit for a few days. I don't think many Christians understand that in heightened warfare and that the kingdom of darkness that we are up against with the kingdom of darkness in the month of October. As someone who have seen firsthand what the kingdom of darkness has done to people in the physical realm, I don't fool with Halloween. Not just Halloween, but the season that we are in right now, as it relates to the end times, there is an heightened darkness that is over the world. Before I break down some spiritual things and spiritual activities to be on alert for, because a lot of Christians, we are not on alert during the month of October. And it's specifically for this hour and this time. I want to say this. We as believers who believe in Jesus, we have the ultimate authority to trample over all wickedness, any demon, devils, goblins, and goblins. God has given us the authority to do that. God is the ultimate power and authority. So I seen a video where this guy was saying that he would put voodoo on anybody who talked about somebody. I can't remember the person who it was. And my spirit really got agitated. And immediately I felt in my spirit, there is no power greater than Jesus. No voodoo, no witchcraft, warlock, wizards, whatever it is. When you have the power of God living on the inside of you, there is no power of voodoo, witchcraft, activities that go on in our homes that we don't understand. We don't have to bow to those things. And this hour is really critical because of all the extra demonic activity that is going on. People don't realize that there are curses put on candy. There are curses that are put on, what do you call that? What do you call them things? Costumes. They literally do word curses on certain blocks. And this is why we must be on alert as believers. The kingdom of darkness, literally, they prepare all year for this one night of rituals. And there are so many rituals, sacrifices that they plan and that they actually play out on this night. And all of us is sitting up here planning costumes, going to other Halloween parties, and don't understand the magnitude spiritually of what we are coming into agreement with. It is important and critical that not only that you are praying in your home, but praying amongst on the same block. You know how you do your little walks? Walk and pray for your block, because there's something in the spirit room that's called when the kingdom of darkness, they try to take over territories in the spirit realm. And that is where they believe that they have the authority to reign, where no one has taken authority in the spirit. With prayer and fasting and canceling out the enemy. So sometimes they try to take over territories right in your own neighborhood, and we wonder why things are happening to our children. They going outside to play, a car almost hitting them, and all these different demonic things, because witches and warlocks, they literally walk around cursing different areas. That's why if you ever pay attention to certain cities, certain highways, you be like, man, it's always an accident right there. You have to be careful, because there are witches and warlocks. That's what they do. They walk around areas and put curses and a demonic territory over a specific area. And then we always wonder, somebody always getting hit on that corner. Because somebody need to go over there and pray. I've learned this. Anything that society, and we'll call it society, but it's really the upper echelons, the biggie wigs. Anything that they push intently, there's always a demonic origin connected to it. I look up everything. Let me see what this is. What am I coming into agreement with? People are buying different, you even have to be careful of your fall decorations, because certain things have a different origin connected to it. And then you're bringing in cursed items in your home because they didn't put word curses and cursed all these different things. And we're bringing them in our homes, bringing the devil in. Every year I be seeing all the little artists dressed in their little Halloween outfits. and that be blowing me. And we'll take a picture and put it on Instagram. I'll never forget, there was a little girl that came to my father's church, and the mother couldn't get her. She had took her to a haunted house, and she said ever since they had came from the haunted house, the mother couldn't get her to stop singing some specific chant. It was like a chant, like a spell song, and she would draw this big beast. And literally, my father had to lay hands on her. And when I tell you, this girl was picking up some of the elders, spinning around, acting a complete nut in that church. So we must be careful. In this particular hour, there's something very different concerning the kingdom of darkness right now. It's almost like the kingdom of darkness is desperate. So we have to be careful as believers as to what we are coming into agreement with. If it's unsettled in your spirit, that means something is wrong. Get it out your house. Do not bring it home. If you like, something is off about this. Anytime I had that feeling, I'm finna buy something about that, I don't like that. Because your spirit will tell you. The Spirit of God will speak to your spirit and will be like, don't buy that. Don't do it. Someone said, how is it demonic? Because it promotes fear. The Bible speaks against the spirit of fear. It promotes fear. It promotes evil. That's why it's from a demonic origin, a demonic source. I'm not here to tell no grown folks what to do, but I am here to warn you to know that the month of October is heavy spiritual warfare. The kingdom of darkness is operating at a high level. So God needs his people in the battlefield, praying over your homes, praying over your streets, over your blocks, and coming up against these principalities that's trying to take territory over this world. God has graced us to have the power and the authority to trample over them. So we must walk in our authority and not come into agreement with the enemy.